in the Phantom car. It is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in the YouTube verse, Mr. General Zod. And today I come to you with video number 3. I know I'm on a roll. I got some other videos in the hopper for the week because the villain's going to be busy working. But I wanted to shoot this out to you because along being a proponent for this Johnny Depp and advocating against the big companies and the WWE, I'm also like to point out the nonsense in Hollywood. And one of my favorite people, the person who got the biggest amount of bullshit by what you can see from this article, is Chris Pratt. Now, if you guys don't know the story, Chris Pratt was accused of being a mega supporter and a Trump supporter because he was not in this Democratic convention to support Biden, and it was an Avengers thing. But the Russo brothers came out and said that he wasn't even inviting due to scheduling conflicts. He was shooting the new Jurassic Park movie, and he was spending time with his family. If you noticed, it died down because the media is a bunch of fucking idiots, and they accused the man wrong. And instead of apologizing, they've just made other articles forgetting about it. But I wanted to highlight this article because I want to show you guys why I like Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt, to me, is such a cool, like a Ryan Reynolds, very understated guy. You know, he came up from Parks and Recs, which was one of my favorite shows, and I think personally he's a very charismatic actor, and he's a Christian, and just seems like a morally good guy, maybe too morally good for Hollywood. So in this Marvel and Jurassic Worlds, Chris Pratt opens up about needing help from food banks growing up. And I like hearing these stories because I don't feel like he's bragging so much as giving inspiration, humble beginnings, and letting people know that what he does, he understands, and he's given away money to lots of charities and things like that, and he just seems like a decent guy. And we talk about Johnny Depp, so I like to highlight other decent actors that I feel like Hollywood's trying to get rid of for people like Amber Heard. So the holidays are a time of joy, but they're also a time in which we can still help those in needs. Times can be tough for a lot of people, especially when they're living amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. I think that's bullshit. See my other videos. Unfortunately, many must deal with the lack of access to food, and Marvel and Jurassic World star Chris Pratt can relate to their situation. While promoting helping to feeding American, the actor got candid about his family reliance on food banks when he was a child. So not only is he talking about his situation and how he had to use food banks, which I've had to from time to time, especially when I came back from the service, he is not only talking about how he had to grow up on them, but he's doing Feeding America. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's a charity that donates its funds so that food banks around the U.S. could, you know, help people out. During an Instagram live interview, Chris Pratt spoke with Feeding America CEO Clara Benix. Oh, God. Please don't slam me in the comments if I don't read names that well. Your Earth language is weird. Anyways, about the organization efforts to encourage fans to donate. One of the things Pratt and I'm just going to call her by her first name, Claire, footnote, also discussed was is the fact that many people who seek out help from Feeding America have never done so before. The company estimates that 40% of people who are receiving help have never reached out before. With this in mind, it can be difficult for some to seek assistance for the first time, and Pratt stresses that it is okay to ask for help. You know, he's just such a great guy. Anyways, I think oftentimes when we're illuminating this message and shining a light on this, we're saying, how can we help get people to help? But it's important to destigmatize the idea that if you need help, it's okay to accept it. It is okay to accept it. Great job, Chris. And, that is important. You can throw all the money you want to, but people need to know it's okay to ask for help. From here, the actor began to open up about growing up in a small town, his experiences, his fair share of economic problems. This led Pratt's family to utilize food banks for their meals. I grew up in a small town. I had 70,000 people in town, and we had some economic hard times, and we found a food bank nearby. And I'm not ashamed to say that there were moments when my family would need help from a food bank. There's no shame in it, especially right now with what we are going through. There is help out there, and you can find help and get help, and there's nothing wrong with needing help. I'm not gonna lie, General tears up here. That's just great. This guy's an amazing guy. I don't know how anyone can attack someone like this. He's got such a big heart. Pratt later continued to appeal to those who don't need help by asking them to be of service. The actor specifically pointed out the coming season as a time to lend a hand. And if you are a person who doesn't need help, there's a great feeling in service of helping someone else. It's a great thing to do this holiday season. So he's not like another actor or actress, Brie Larson, saying you have to help out. He's saying you get a good feeling from helping others. It's the holiday season. We should help these other people get food for their families and things like that. I honestly think that just about everyone would agree with Chris Pratt's sentiments. Even when people are going through hard times, it's not easy for someone to speak out, and when they're in need of support, there is a stigma that surrounds the concept of asking for help, and hopefully the public, along with organizations like Feeding America, can come together and help break it. So, I just wanted to highlight that. There's still good people in Hollywood. I think Chris Pratt exemplifies what actors should be. And, Johnny Depp does the same thing. Stevie just did a whole stream about it. And I think we should throw in our support for actors and actresses like this. Because when we don't and we just highlight the idiots in Hollywood, we're taking a spotlight off of people like Chris Pratt and Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves and all the other people who give constantly and they don't care about recognition. They just want to help. So in the comments below, let me know. What do you think about Chris Pratt? Are you a fan? Do you think he's got good intentions? Do you like how he handles things? And does this give you a newfound respect? Also, like, tweet, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Thank you, everybody, and as always, remember the only rule here in the fandom: card kneel before General Zod.